in the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that'll be just swell. Ooh, early drink. Early drink. What's going on here? Tomash, keep passing, dude. How's it going? You alright, Mandy? Wagwan and tin coffee. Oh my god, you got a coffee. Christine, you got a coffee. Oh my god, the coffee is adorable. Charlie Bravo 04. Charlie Bravo 04. Bring you in the coffee now. Here we go. The hat, the famous hat. Fucking hell. This day's going mad. Day's going mad. Not even joking, it's going mad. Go ahead, lad. Good old rub on the jukebox. Very nice. If you so wish, Christine, we can Irish up that coffee, you know. And by an Irish coffee, I don't mean a cup of tea. You know what I mean? How are we all anyway? I was sat here, I've been working all day. And I was sat here earlier. And the sun hits that window as the day goes on. From about 1 o'clock onwards, the sun is beating down on that window. So it does occasionally get a little bit warmer. For some reason tonight, it has got absolutely roasting. To the point where I thought the heating was on in the room, and there isn't. Strange. Very strange. But I've got the fan, which I might need to start plugging in occasionally because it's getting warmer, isn't it? Towards the end of the week. And I've got stuff to do. Genuine stuff to do. Got to drop my sister off at the airport at the weekend. Weekend, what can we do? I just can't remember. It is my biggest fan. It's a good 10-incher. Oh, that reminds me, actually. Get that in there. Get that in there. Yes. Oh, it's bloody hot. And the sky looks amazing. I mean, genuinely looks amazing. It looks even better reflected off the bonnet of the car. That's a glorious image, that. It is my only fan. At the moment, I see the back of its blades. Golden sunset. I wouldn't go that far, to be honest with you. There's a lot of cloud up there, but the cloud looks great because it's lit from behind by the sun, the actual sun. I need to order a day off or two. I also need to work out where I put my letter. I need to get back half of my tax for last year. Car tax. The filter hoover, no. And I brought down the big hoover, or got it brought down. I went round with that. I went round with the little hoover, so it was in this room. I took that in with me the other day and then completely forgot to do it. It's an absolute pain in the arse. I've had so much going on. So much going on. Frankie, piss off. Hang on. This is playing the feckin' Aegis again, isn't it? Come on. Hurry up, Harry, come on. Hang on, it's stuck. It's stuck. Yeah, not doing anything. Frankie's been removed. We're having tech issues, as you can see. We're having tech issues with work today as well. So despite the fact that I wanted to actually do some stuff, I've not really been able to. Push the button. Which button? Not that button. Not yet, Mandy. That button's waiting. Yeah, it's too warm. We're not offline. We're supposed to be kicking at the same time, and it's saying that we're not live. But we are live. Yeah, we are live. We're kicking it old school. On kick. Literally. We're going live everywhere apart from Twitch, obviously. Tech issues. I thought you were saying something about shoes. Nah. I don't mention shoes. I'm wearing slippers anyway. I've not been for a walk. I went for a walk yesterday. Oh, holy shite. I did over 6,000 steps on Monday with the match and everything. Which is no big deal, really, is it? My mate Zoe over in the Isle of Man had she'd done a walk, some kind of, I don't know if it was a charity walk or some kind of society walk, where she'd done 20 odd thousand steps, and I was buzzing because I did 6,000, but I was knackered, and I had to go for a walk last night, and I could barely walk. The walk that normally takes anywhere between 12 and 15 minutes took 18 minutes. Final score on Monday, Christine, was 3-3. Yeah, Man City equalised 6 minutes into injury time, unfortunately. But if anyone would have said to me before the game, you can take a point, I would have taken the point. What I wasn't expecting is to be 3-1 up, then 3-2 up and not get a penalty, and Tierno Barry scoring 2 goals. Who would have seen that coming? Not I, not I. Yeah, the score is irrelevant. It's the friends we made along the way. It's the journey, not the destination, isn't it? It was a draw, or a tie for our American friends. It's not a tie, it's a fucking draw. Behave yourselves. A draw's better than nothing. And they are an exceptionally good football team. And like I said at the time, if that's the last time we see Bernardo Silva at Everton, I was going to say at Goodison, it's not Goodison, is it? That's the last time we see him playing at Everton, then thank you for the memories. Bit like David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. It has been fantastic seeing them play football. Fantastic. Very, very good players. Bit of VG, do you want a bit of VGI?
That's actually very good.
That is very good. Very good. That is very funny.
He is very good. But he should have given a penalty away. The standard of officiating is, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Piss poor. But, and of course, the best thing about the day, the highlight of the day was meeting up with Tomasz, having a coffee in the sunshine. Marvellous. What more can you ask for? Absolute rank. I think Bernardo went off at an unfortunate time in the game and didn't get the ovation. Yeah, actually, I think so as well. In the way that De Bruyne got his ovation when he went off. Yeah, you don't really like seeing players like that play against you and absolutely tear the arse out of you. But in the cold light of day, everyone who watched David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, it's just, you've got to think to yourself, it's an honour to watch these players. They're fantastic. I was on top form. I was trying. I did cut a lot of the conversation that we had down as well, because I thought, you know, no. We'll just put a bit in there. And thank you for the extra footage. The Browl. Like a little bit of Browl being sent in to me. And also I saw myself on some of the B-roll that you sent. If you have a look on the video where it says, I am here, I am literally just to the left of that. It's pointing at me almost. Sam, how are you? I haven't watched your video yet. I have been busy. All day. Busy. I got up, got out of bed, dragged the comb across my head. No, I didn't. No one does that. It fucking hurts. I made overnight oats last night. I left them in the fridge overnight. Do you know where they are now? Still in the fucking fridge because I woke up this morning. My dog was dead. I had to do something early. I was on the phone from 12:30. We had 2 meetings before that. Just permanent all day long on the phone in meetings. I've drank about a third of the tea that I normally do. I've got, oh bollocks, I've had a full pack of bourbon biscuits. That's about it really, nothing else. The birds are whistling with a capital Wh. And there's 2 big fat pigeons on the grass now. Who are you looking at, dickhead? Whatever they're getting into it. Me ma put, we had a load of not fat balls, it might have been fat balls or seed balls left in the back, the utility room, which is the corridor leading out of the house to the back garden. So she put them on the bird feeder and they lasted about a day and a half. She thought she'd be there for like weeks or something. No, the birds are hungry. Doing well, taking advantage of a cool overcast day to do yard work. The best of days. Although you still need to slap on the owl sunscreen, don't you? Just because the clouds are there doesn't mean the sun isn't. Now I mean, mate. Strange, very strange. Oh man, it's warm. Warm as balls. That's all I'm saying. But in the meantime, still hot. Dolphin friendly Earl Grey, almond milk, 1 sweetener. I got an email earlier which looks like it might be from a genuine company, but I'm not sure. One of those exercise bikes, a bit like Peloton, that kind of thing. A fairly expensive exercise bike. Would you like to get involved? I don't think so. It'd be nice for the family to have if we got to keep it. Like a 600 quid bike, but not for me, Clive. I don't think I'm able to actually cycle. I am still determined to try and run. I'm going to run like, if you watch Friends, Phoebe, when Phoebe does the run, that's what I'm going to end up running like, aren't I? On sand. I tried to run, must have been last year. I was trying to cross the road where I normally do, and dickheads come round the corner, absolutely screeching round there. And I tried to move quicker than normal, and it was the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. I looked abysmal. So I'm going to have to try and learn on sand, I think, or grass. Got a high from the UV, you do? Especially if you're in Northern Ireland. Because I think the UV might be some kind of paramilitaries, mightn't it? Steen is sending photographs of the sunset sky. There you go. And you can tell she's in Nottinghamshire because it's in Nottingham Forest. Isn't that glorious? I like that. Me like you mucho. Me like you mucho. It's fantastic, that. Dankeschön. Donkey Sean, man. Very nice. I am hoping, the way things are going at the moment, we might get some fairly decent sunset streams. Damson trees. We've got a damson tree in the back garden here. Aren't the fruits just the most incredible colour purple? They're like deep purple. Your across the street neighbour has the lawn people on right now. I've seen the lawn people supporting 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72. A really good punk folk duo they were. With their famous hit, "Are You Going to Scarborough Fair, You Bastards?" Great stuff. We have lawn people as well. We have gardeners that come out every week, but we also, 3 or 4 times a year, we have someone who comes out and does Nutri-Lawn. Puts nutrients all over the front and back gardens. And to be fair, looks amazing. They're a really, really nice deep green. Has anyone tried to spell your name with earth picks yet? Since you told me, I have thought about where I can do either, not my name, but PMA maybe. I should be able to do that nearby. I will give that a go, I think. Parsley, sage, rosemary, you bastards. River, tree-shaped thing, coastline. Has that worked? I haven't tried it yet, I will do. Suppose, I don't know. Is Nick too dangerous to do? Okay. K's difficult to do, isn't it? Mind you, so's N. I's a piece of piss, so's C, but... Yeah. Casper, good evening. I'll get round to it at some point. Is everyone doing it? Where did it come from? There's loads of trends, isn't there? Seems to be loads of trends at the moment. Blue Sky was full of trends the other day. Zach Polanski did this, Zach Polanski did that. What was the other one? The Burger King logo thing as well. Nice pick. Had to rewind to catch it. When you rewind, did the crowd say Bo Selector? Can I get a rewind? Yeah. Yeah, and I do like sunset pics, and I do like it when ours is it's a bit shit now. It's gone a bit sort of grey, rather than we've had some really good sunsets over the years where they've been really purple and orange and pink and yellows and stuff. Strange colours, but fantastic. I'm hoping to get a few more of those. And if we do, the way we do with the way I did with the other camera behind me, t'other day, I could put one outside. I now have the capacity to do that. And if it's a good looking sky, we can have that on as well. Which would be grand, so it is. I could even, I suppose, I could make myself dead small and have the sky, so you look at something pretty rather than this melted candle of a face. Thought of Sam today, 2 squirrels having a stare off on the bear table. Ooh. Right, the stare off, was it about to fisticuffs or a little bit of let's get it on? 2 different stare offs, isn't it? Put your dukes up or your place or mine. It's 2 different types of things. Could be filth, could be utter filth. You know what those squirrels are like? Always chasing tail. I ignored you, so you used the link in the post. Wait, how did I ignore you? Mandy's out on kick. You're out on kick. Mandy's out on kick. How did I, where? Oh, I don't know. This is new to me, by the way. Right. Is there other stuff going on Kick? It looks like it's kicking off on Kick. Casper, how's the weather been? Beautiful day here, but chilly. It's been roasting in this room. That's why I can't believe it. I kept looking out, and it looked really sunny and hot, and then it was telling me 14 degrees at most. That now. But that doesn't feel cold. What's the thinking with Kick, Nick? What's on the end of your kick, Nick? you've got to get 25 followers on Twitch before you can start getting monetized. Kick, on the other hand, and I think then you get 50-50 on the money. Kick is about to take off a lot bigger than it was, I think, and you get 95% of any monetization. And the monetization is nowhere near as bad as Twitch. So it's just an opportunity to perhaps maybe open another little revenue stream. You see, it's not the principle, it's the money. Quick scrap. They are ravers, squirrels, aren't they? Proper getting into it. Always chasing tail. Took a picture out your window just now. Lovely stuff. Adonde, yes. Adonde, yes. Oh, hang on. Look at that. Beautiful pastel colours. Beautiful. I like that. I like the skies when they're pastel. Like the other one I did the other week, when it was just genuinely walked out the house and it was like someone's paint box. It was amazing, man. It has to be about the money. It has to, yeah, definitely. Richie, how you doing, bud? Like deployed. Mucho apreciado. We were a bit unlucky in the footy. The highlights, you want to try being there, mate. It was absolutely incredible. We were rubbish first half. We were world class second half. The officials don't like us. City don't like us. Noel Gallagher got pissed off. But apart from that, mustn't grumble. Off to play GT7. Enjoy, mate, enjoy. Drive safely. 12 degrees currently. What are we on now? 12 degrees currently. Don't believe me? There you go. 12 degrees currently. Mostly cloudy. Today I have been mostly cloudy, and it has. Only the 1% of the leisure class. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. We got to the point where married couples or boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, doesn't really matter. Couples cannot afford to buy a house together. Couples on median income cannot afford to buy houses in the UK because the house prices are so much that even a combined income with mortgage regulations means you can't actually hit it without, I don't know, a parent or a grandparent leaving you an absolute shit ton. It's ridiculous. Whereas back in the day, back in the good old days, when a woman was told her place, a fella, just one fella, could go out, one job, pay for a mortgage, and he'd stay out in the pub all day, all the time. Just, it's bizarre, isn't it? It's not bizarre. It's rigged against us, that's why. So maybe it is a good idea. Don't let women work. Because, right, I'm only joking, but yeah, there'd be no childcare to pay. Childcare is now more expensive than the actual wages coming in. Yeah, I don't get that one. I understand why in the UK at one point. It used to be fairly reasonable, and then tax credits started giving money towards childcare, and it was 80% of £175 for one child or £300 for two children, and overnight all the prices went up to exactly £175 for one kid, £300 for two kids. It was as if they knew. They'll pay for it. Happy days. Stupid, man. But no one can afford it. I mean, look at The Simpsons. When that started, genuinely, Homer, one job, 3 kids, wife who stayed at home, that's it. And he could afford a mortgage. I know they had money trouble all the time, but they could afford it. They had a car. Place was always clean. It's very clean. Just no one batted an eyelid the fact that one person's wage could actually pay for a mortgage. Now there's no chance. That's you done at the dock for this year. You're working for the Sunderland game. You hope to high heaven you can move spec before next season. Jean-Jers crossed, you can move. I'll be there for Sunderland. I've only missed one game all season, which is surprising. I missed loads, obviously, over the past sort of 5 years. I don't know, is it just because it's different, because it's new? Has it renewed my, it hasn't renewed me vim and vigour for Everton because they're a pain in the hoop, but I don't know. Love the bright nights, Casper. Went for a walk about an hour's time yesterday, or about 10:30 at night, and it was, oh, the sky in various blues. Isn't it lovely? Starting to be proper green, and there wasn't a person in sight. I always love that. There's something nice about that. Cats are expensive enough. You'd never be out of debt with a kid. It's just, I know, absolutely. No way you could pay for university for them. It's a pain in the arse, isn't it? And nobody cares. Nobody's willing to do something because the people in charge are all involved in it. The thing that pissed me off was you pay £1,000 in rent a month over here, and you go for a mortgage at the bank and they say you can't afford £500. £500 a month mortgage. So you're my bank. I am paying £1,000 a month rent. This would be half of that. I could pay 2 months rent every fucking month with a mortgage, you know what I mean? Or 2 months mortgage for, no, you can't afford it. And the reason why they do that is because years ago, when you defaulted on your mortgage, the mortgage company would auction it off cheap. Now they don't. Now those houses go into housing stocks owned by the same bank that tells you can't afford £500 a month when you're paying £1,000 pissing rent. Absolute shower of bastards. The mafia wouldn't even do this. They'd be too ashamed. Should be proud that you miss loads. This includes Sunderland in the FA Cup and Mansfield in the Rumbelows Cup or the Milk Cup or whatever it is this week. It's criminal that rental history doesn't count towards mortgages. Absolutely. When you think about it, I mean, genuinely, how long have we been here now? 19 years in this house. It hasn't always been around 1,000. It's always been, I don't know, maybe a little bit less, but in those years, we've probably paid the entire mortgage off for what it was when it first got sold. And you don't get anything, do you? Just, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. I don't like the idea of being a landlord and making money out of that, but if I'd have done this when we lived in the pub, we moved into the George when I was 18. If I'd have started working in the civil service at that point, rather than when I was 30, I was living in the pub rent-free because the pub, the brewery owned the pub. Electric, gas was paid for already by them. Didn't have to pay rent. The only thing you paid was the phone bill. Just stupid. I could have bought a house every however many years it was. Could have been a ridiculous landlord now with 6.3 billion houses. But I don't think I'd be able to do that. Unless I bought houses and had them rented out at ridiculously low figures for people who are struggling. Ali Ali O. Wagwan and Ting fam. And I hate the idea of these people who are already wealthy, who are making more and more money out of people who can barely afford it. When you're struggling to pay your rent, how do you feed your kids? Fucking horrible, isn't it? How do these people sleep at night? I know. On a mattress made of fucking money. Your realtor hinted that the house we bought was nearing foreclosure. Couldn't wait for that. Hubby's parents' house was only affordable because it was foreclosed during a glut of foreclosures. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Isn't it ridiculous? House prices all over the world are insane. Now they pay HOA fees, not sure how much of a deal that foreclosed house was. HOAs should not exist, I'm not asked. They shouldn't exist. Don't care where in the world, shouldn't have an HOA. Not remotely interested. If you buy a house, you should be able to do what you want with it, without some Karen turning up, or whatever the male equivalent is. A Darren, is it? A Karen and a Darren? I don't know. We don't like the plants that you've got. Close your fucking curtains then, dickhead. I fucking hate them bastards. It is evil greed. It is, all of it. I was watching something accidentally earlier on. Was it a YouTube clip or an Instagram reel of some fella, a landowner who owns 3,000 acres of land, and someone who wants the right to roam to come back into place. And the landowner was like, no, you should pay for your enjoyment. It shouldn't be your land, it should be our land. No, you should pay for it. And in the end, the green fella just went, well, how about if the people that want to come and walk on your land were to pick up rubbish and look after the place and try and give something back? So, well, in that case, maybe something can be done. But it should be our land. Scotland's got something like 94%, is it? 94% of Scotland is right to roam, so you can walk anywhere you want, as long as you don't do anything stupid. You know, during droughts, don't be going with barbecues on the hills and what have you, and setting fire to things. Stupid, man. As long as you look after the place and don't litter, treat it with respect, you're all right. You look like the scruff having escaped from work that you was. You also look old and you put on weight. No, man. I looked grand, fierce, handsome in the flesh. No, I don't. I looked an absolute mess as usual. You both look great. I have just gone up, but I don't, it doesn't count. That doesn't count, to be honest with you. Christine, doesn't count. Because it's not really me. Handsome gents. No. I only looked vaguely alright because I was doing the Professor Brian Cox, get the sun behind you and talk about wormholes, and that way no one can really see what your face looks like, but you got a halo, so you look, I don't know, fairly angelic. My height gets me out of a lot of issues as well. And gutted, I got home, I've had an issue with my sofa. It's only a little 2-seater love seat sofa, which I had to have because I wasn't strong enough and capable enough of getting out of a normal sofa when I got back from the hospital. So I had to have a high love seat sofa. But it was cheap, and I think part of it is broke slightly, so I think there was a little bit of wood sticking up. Not that kind of wood, Frankie. Which ripped the kecks that I was wearing on Monday, my favourite cargo pants, and also nicked me in an ear, well, just below where it would have been a bad nick. Would have been a nice nick. Yeah. So they're ripped, man. I need to go and buy new ones, but I can't afford to. I've just spent $1,000 in the last couple of days. Season ticket renewed. Car insurance renewed. I've got something else I need to pay for. I can't think what it is. But I am getting half of my car tax back, hopefully, which is about 180 quid. Anything else? There's something else I need to pay for. Oh, I've got to buy another sofa at some point, haven't I? Ali, when did you last have an eye test? Have you ever had an eye test? The nope was for me. Don't be noping me. Ripped kecks, I know, it's horrible. They're really nice as well. They're a really strange colour, and I can't find the same ones. They're like, I don't know, the chameleon. They're supposed to be sort of grey, and they look sort of grey, sort of brown, sort of rusty. All kinds of different colours in different lights. I quite like them. And also, they're a zip fly, so they're quite handy for someone who only has one hand and a bladder the size of a Terry's chocolate orange. Can't have a sofa attacking me now. I've been trying to find a nice big, cheap sofa. One that I can lie down on. I miss lying on the sofa. I used to love doing that. Bit of decent telly. Feet up. Nice cushion behind your head. Marvellous. Christine, you like clever colours. I thought you'd have gone for like forest green over anything else. Just forest green, maybe a bit of brown. Yeah, they are nice. They're there somewhere. Just checking I put all the lights on as well, haven't I? I have. I put all the lights on. All of the lights. You've got to be careful as a fella though. See, women don't realise this. There's only so many different colours you can get away with. Because if you go with something that's not quite okay, you can look a complete tit. And by that, you'll know what I mean if you watch Michael Portillo. I can't go to a footy match wearing... Well, I can't wear red kecks anyway, but you can't go with like solid red or pastel blue or something because people are just going to look at you like you're demented. And who do I like to lie to when I'm on the sofa? And why do I miss it? I like lying to everybody. Pretending I'm a decent person when I'm actually scum. I miss it because it's comfy. I don't get to do that on the sofa. I do on my bed when I'm watching telly of a night. When I put my feet up. That's nice. Oh, speaking of feet. I put the Botham board on last night, as I do every night. And I got to I try and do half an hour before going to sleep. I did 15 minutes and I was starting to get pains in my left foot. I think I might have nipped a vein or a nerve in there with the electric. No es bueno. Elasticated waistbands in my future. I know, yeah. I'm old. Unless you're a nippy. Lulu Berrettini. I'm not a hippie though, am I? My hair's not long enough. You'd add navy blue, battleship grey, chocolate brown, forest green, and at a pinch, burgundy. I would like to get away with burgundy, but it's too red. If you're a frat bro or the adult equivalent in the fancy areas of the East Coast, you have to wear weirdly bright pants and shorts. Them lot are the same as, I don't know, what would you call them over here? Fuckwits. The Eaton Brigade, you know, the ones who bounce around with jumpers over the shoulders, going to cows and what's the other one? Can't even think now. The other one, you know what I mean? The other one, the boating place. You're actually due another eye test. Get it done, Ali, get it done, because you never know what's happening. I went and got mine done, and they sent me directly to the GP who sent me to the hospital. And hopefully I'm all right now. Hopefully. Do I have glasses for small print? Henley, the regatta, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to go to Henley Regatta or cows and stuff like that. Bright coloured pants. Pastel shirt, pastel Oxford shirt, jumper over the shoulders. I can see you wearing that, to be honest with you, Tomash. With your espadrilles and no socks on. Can you punt on the Mersey? Can you punt by the Oblonga Dreams? Ah, mate. The Isle of Wight have got cows. Birkenhead have got cheeky cows. Yeah, what a man your dad sounds, Christine. They are the correct colours. The colour of gentleman. You see, I don't get any of this. I'm a scruffy bastard, naturally scruffy bastard. Didn't know we had an equivalent. I will try and find examples of the equivalent, genuinely. Yeah. Since leaving uni, you don't really bump into them. We do. You see, those people that you went to university with, frat boys, when they leave, they become normalish, don't they? Normalish human beings. Ours don't. Ours go to rugby. Rugby union, not rugby league, by the way. Ours go to rugby union matches, dressed exactly the same. And I've just mentioned rugby, so...
And Martin afire, trying to make some space. Now starting to fire. He's got Alan Tate to beat on the outside. I'm sure he's going to go the full length. That is one sensational try.
Oh, fantastic it is, guy. There's no when you go. Good. You're wearing pastel green shorts. I have mint green shorts, but they're not smart ones. They are scal ones. Obviously, whatever I wear, look fucking scal at the best of times. Old school. Yeah, lovely gent. How do you know what colour the pants are, or do you mean trousers? Yes, I do not subscribe to the pants being underwear, on account of the fact that they're literally called underpants because you wear them underneath pants. Pantaloons, not bills. What colour are your bills there, lad? In uni could have been either trousers, trousers. Oh, might be mint, they might be mint. I think you will have seen my mint shorts on a video at some point. You will see them coming up soon. I've got two pair the same. One in a rather fetching royalish blue and one in mint green. They are so nice. And they have an elasticated waisty thing on them with a toggle button, which means I don't have to struggle. And I can put them on one-handed, which is marvellous. Minty shorts did play Toronto 72. They were a hardcore dance band. Had everyone raving and misbehaving. Unless it's blatantly obvious what the colour is, you are clueless. Navy, Royal, Sky, there's three blues. But they are your three blues, aren't they? Your Navy's your dark, your Royal's your mid, your Sky's your light. You're not getting involved in powder blue, are you? Marine blue. Minty shorts are they are a completely different thing in, especially in the northwest of England. Ah, mate, your shorts are minty there, lad. Oh, can get them in the wash, lad. Minty shorts might crawl to the laundry baskets themselves. It's funny that, isn't it? Minty, people think it's minty fresh and clean, and yet in Merseyside, minty means dirty. Fucking minty, lad. Get it clean, it's fucking minty. Bring back the cod piece. Word up. I can get away with that. I think a cod piece would be sound. But you'd have to wear a really big, very big coloured one. Not really big, but you know what I mean. A brash colour, like the fella from Cameo did. Baby blue, turquoise, sea green. What's the one that's sea greenish? There's an actual name, isn't there? Can't think. But everyone who looks at it sees a different colour. Maybe that's what it's called, sea green. As in, do you see green? No, I see sort of blue. Never heard that. But if your shorts are mint, that's different. Mint means good or can also mean clean. Minty doesn't. The Merseyside vernacular is all over the place. Is Everton blue one of those three? It's supposed to be royal blue. Similar colour to this, but this isn't royal blue. We've lost our colour over the years. It should be darker than the one we wear. Do we have a Massachusetts? You don't have to spell that, but do we have the flag? I don't think we do. I don't think the lights have ever gone down on Massachusetts. I also think we should have more than these 8 flags, but for the life of me, I can't find which ones we've got. Never said on Midsummer Murders or Gardener's World. I see they won't tell you these things unless it's someone from Liverpool or Birkenhead. So what do you think? It's alright, like, but me kecks are fucking minty after that, lad. Need to go and have a David Gower. Minty, dirty, mint, good. Mint, green colour, these are the rules. Minty Don's hands get a bit minty. Teal, I like teal. Teal is the corporate colour of the place where I work. It's a rather nice colour, I think. It's got a bit of heft to it, I think, teal. Split mint is really, really good. I've never split me mint before. Yeah, Merseyside vernacular, it's heavy salad, Sam, it really is. Fucking heavy, that, mate. Everton blue is royal blue, apart from about 1997 when it went to a Rangers blue. I don't think it's royal blue now, to be honest with you. I think it should be darker. Sam, you need to do a year abroad to study the English language. You need to do 5 years abroad to study the Scouse slang. It's all over the place. You see if you get someone from, from there to pop in. Might not be tonight. Oh, no, what is Ali? But, we like adding flags, don't we? Just bought the fourth kit top in the sale, which is navy and pink. I like that. It's a nice colour. We've had some fairly decent kits recently. And the ones that were leaked the other day, which is from the same people that normally do leak them early, they're fairly good at leaking the kits. They look all right. I just want white socks. Don't like us playing with blue socks. Even though we won the league wearing blue socks. Not Everton colours, man. Blue shirts, white shorts, white socks. Oh, hang on. Back of the net, ding, bang, boo. You lucky people. Castor call it night in the city blue. Knobheads. Pink, pink. No fear with pink. Sets off your eyes. Does it mean that make you cry a little bit? Oh, just set my eyes off. Pink and blue will never do. It's a good album though, isn't it, by Altered Images? Pinky Blue. PhD in Scouse. You'll search for a programme. If you do, and you get your doctorate, it won't be a doctorate, it'll be a doctor. You're a doctor, a Scouse lad, know what I mean? Fritz Spiegel. With room for excitement, Missouri codpiece. Others also bought our finest silken hose. Accentuates every man's ball and brooks. Where? Missouri codpieces. Like Bubba Gump shrimp, isn't it? Missouri codpieces. That's like red and green should never be seen on an Irish... What? Colleen. Did you say red and green should never be seen without a colour in between, don't they? Recently got a t-shirt, Chatham Blue. Ooh, what's Chatham Blue? Our front door in Garston was Oxford Blue, which was stunning. And it was a massive front door. It looked something similar to the front door that you have on Downing Street, places like that. When you shut it, the whole world shut behind you. It's amazing, man. The colour was gorgeous. And I went past there years later, and they painted it cream, and it looks utterly shit. Fritz wrote, learn yourself Scouse. Ah, right. Made in Lufonium. And wrote a certain piece of music for a 60s TV show. Learn Yourself Scouse was that around the same time as the Whitbread book of Scouseology. I seem to remember the Learn Yourself Scouse, where they had the etymology of certain things, one of which, ladies, lovely ladies, is in Liverpool calling your wife or girlfriend your tart. And people tend to get a little bit upset about that. You can't call her that. You can't say she's like some kind of prostitute. Not where it came from. It came from jam tart, sweetheart. So it's a nice thing to say. And loads of people getting wound up over it. But if they get wound up over it, you've got to stop, haven't you? Me Judy, the long-haired one, me tart. You know what I mean? They made some of the men's teams playing all pink. They did, for breast cancer. It might have been a psychological thing. Yeah, it was for breast cancer, and it was hopefully it did a good thing for it. I like that. Doesn't take much, does it? Just draw attention to it. What's Chatham Blue? Describe it. Yeah, there are 4 blues: Royal, Navy, Night in the City, and Sky. Rich asked you recently, referencing Everton and me, is that why Jeff is blue? Speaking of Jeff, why is Jeff blue? A Kaling can wear wherever he wants. It's always the sky blue. Speaking of Jeff, it is Wednesday. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Why is Jeff blue? Does anybody know why Jeff's blue? Shall we go into the weeds when it comes to Jeff? Right. Jeff started off as just a concept. If something went wrong on the stream, it was Jeff's fault. And he was called Jeff because it's the most inoffensive name. Every office has got a Jeff. There's always a Jeff, isn't there? And he's always normally a stand-up guy. Someone will help you out. So the idea that someone called Jeff was causing all kinds of hassle, I thought was quite funny. Then Jeff went on from being just a fella called Jeff to being a malign force, some kind of horrible bastard. And the more I thought about it, something took over. Jeff became this big blue bastard because B. Could have been beige, could have been brown. Don't really want to be calling someone a big brown bastard, although you're all black. Don't want to be doing that. So blue. So it's not like there's no race involved. He's blue. He's evil, he's blue. He's a big blue bastard. And then Jeff became more and more part of this stream to the point where he appeared once or twice. Now he appears all the bleeding time. And he's the one who's got the fan club, I haven't. So he's now a horrible big blue bastard. Me bollocks, Tom. He's never wearing much. Maybe that's why he's blue, yeah, because he's freezing cold. It could be that. Or Lulu Ballatini. Or is that just wishful thinking, is it? Again, also, because he's holding his breath in to tense his muscles. To be fair, he is ripped. Everton, he does support Everton, by the way. Because obviously, here's the thing, I can't work out in my head. Does he support Everton because we're evil? Or are we evil because he supports Everton? He's blue. I guess that's why they call him Jeff Blue. We couldn't hold a 3-1 lead. And we couldn't hold a dog lead, never mind anything else. He could have been cold in the cellar. And also, if you don't get any kind of vitamin D, vitamin A, whichever the sun one is, maybe you start going blue. Yeah, be careful with the law. This could be canon. It could be canonical. There are millions of words of Jeff fanfic at stake. There should be Jeff fanfic. We need that. He started in the chat bits. He did. Do you hope he's not in blue movies? Yeah. I hope he's not, says Christine. I'll send you the links later. Filthy beggar. He would, I reckon he would as well, Jeff. He seems the kind, doesn't he? He's up for anything. Mila Belochus, Julie Norshut. Your uncle and cousin are doing a day trip to Dublin for Westmeath versus Dubs GAA final. Grr. Links, cuff links. All the links. Oh, hang on. Christine.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. It is indeed there. It could be all kinds of links. He's filth. He's pure filth. He causes me trouble. He causes me pain. But to be fair to him, at least he doesn't go around licking penguins, does he, Louise? Aye, does he? He's not a penguin licker. What the hell is going on here? Causes me envy. Everyone causes me envy. Ali, you're going to Dublin at the weekend? Oh, lovely stuff. Little lick up a penguin. There you go. Persimmons. Elan is a really good word to revive. I like elan, especially if you mix it together with panache. Panache, verve, and elan. We need more of that. Flared bass is always crucial, definitely. We always need a flared bass. Elat and elan. Remember that? Good old days. Worked okay. I know. I had a mess with it earlier on. No, Frankie, to make sure it fit properly. We do like a soupçon of elan. We do. Oh, hang on. Someone's ordered food. I can't moan really, can I? Seeing as though I got home at about midnight on Monday, didn't I? Tesco was shut because it was bank holiday, and I had to order a McDonald's which got delivered at about 1:45 in the morning. So I was scranning Mackies at 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to. Fucking starving, lad. Bien sûr. I can't really speak French. When I say really, I didn't really need really. I can't speak French. I understand un petit peu, rather. A smidge. Speaking of online presences, does the Arachnophobia Society have an online presence? Don't tell people they're on the web. Ooh.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed, very poor. I've got an irrational fear of train spotters. I've got anarachnophobia.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Sorry. I've let myself down. I've let my family down. I've let the whole school down. A little p, I know, petit pois. Un petit pois. Do you not mean un petit peu? Peu. Petit peu. You only did a semester of French. Can't remember the little you learned. Right. We had to do it in our schools, didn't we? Until we were 14, 15. When you got your options. And then you could choose what you wanted to do. I went from doing French to doing Spanish, which clicked immediately. French didn't. Didn't like us. So I did Spanish, and then I did Spanish A level. Got a Spanish AS level. I failed my A levels because I was working in the pub every night and getting drunk every night. And I did a German GCSE, 2-year course in 9 months. How could you do that, lad? Because I don't speak Dutch and English. You mash them together, you get German. Piece of piss. Oui, ça va bien. I can imagine you speaking French, Christine, to be honest with you. On a booze cruise. Going to buy a few cases of Veuve Clicquot. Optional there as well. There's no point in speaking French. Who speaks French apart from the fucking French and parts of North Africa? The whole of South America, apart from obviously Portugal and Patagonia, speak bloody Spanish. Learn Spanish. Much better. Or Arabic or Chinese or something. German's better as well because obviously Frankfurt's one of the biggest financial capitals in the world. French, yeah, not for me, Clive, not for me. Mr. Moon is back on. Thank you, Ollie. Love Veuve Clicquot. Never had it. I don't like champagne, to be honest with you. If you want to visit Quebec, it helps. It does. They are insane. I'm sorry, they are. They're absolutely insane. French Canadians. Mad. easy to say with the benefit of hind legs. Oh, Jeff's been watching The Mighty Boosh. I love that line. Spoken by Spider Dijon to Rudy van der Sarzio. No one's got a clue what I'm talking about, have you? Little free love, little tequila. Not that he speaks standard French. You always seem to annoy me about Mr. Moon. You don't annoy me at all, Ali. You never annoy me. You just want it to look good, don't you? That's all it's about. You want it to look good. I like that. You want it to look schmoove, with a capital Schmoo. You've heard that? Yeah, it's strange. Canada's strange anyway, in the best possible way. Loads of them speak English. They sort of sound American, but they're not. Loads of them speak French. Loads of them sound Scottish or Irish. There's not just one little sort of everyone speaks the same, no, with the occasional accent. No, completely different languages, completely different ways of talking. It is an amazing looking country, and it is fecking huge. Huge with a capital U. Prior partner went to uni in Montreal, and when he spoke French in Paris, he said it was like 19th century French. Oh man, when you're getting dissed by the actual French, you're in trouble there, aren't you? What is this? You take it a piece? I know it's weird when I was fully fluent in Dutch, trying to speak to people from Belgium who were speaking Flemish, and it's the same but different. And then South Africans, someone speaking Afrikaans, it's pretty much speaking Dutch but with an accent. But it's weird, man. It's weird. So how's the hubby? How's Thubby? T'_HUBBY. How's Thubby? Still think the moon should be on the wardrobe doors. If you could make that go on the wardrobe doors without causing any kerfuffles here, fair play to you, you can't though. It's coming out the back of the lighthouse. There's a lot of it about, eh? Yeah, I love all that as well, the about. Easy to get dissed by the French. Oh, there's a really awkward post office chap. Snooty. Strange name for a fella, that. How you say, snooty? I'll be doing well. Anyway, Mandy, why would I need a bleeding halo? Come on. A saint I am not. I'll be doing well. That's what we like to hear. Good stuff, man. Put the lighthouse on the desk. Which point the moon would be there. To get it to go behind my head, it would have to shine on my head. Or be put on some kind of stand there. I'd have to put it behind my head, just so it shone behind my head. Don't work that way. It don't work that way, man. It's not particularly bright, to be honest with you. Once you start moving it away from the wall, it becomes washed out. If you move it towards the wall, you can see it perfectly. That's not too bad. Move it any further. Yeah. See? See? It don't work. It don't work. Whereas there, it's there. There you go. We did that live. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh, my bloody back. My bloody back. My bloody back. There you go. There you go. We'll have another little behind the scenes. Ollie, I apologise now, mate. I apologise. This looks like the place. Patch me into the mainframe. Now. Free Birkdale immediately. That's all I'm saying. You just like watching me struggle. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mandy. Having a go at the disabled. How do you sleep at night? Terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Terrible behaviour. I quite like the way that's come out, you know. Looks okay, doesn't it? Especially if I could do like YMCA, which I can't because obviously I'm frigged. But there you go. Imagine if I changed that now and I was wearing something completely different. How crazy would that be? I don't think I could do it because it's just really quick, isn't it? Has Nutmeg been back? Spycam's fantastic, isn't it? We can mess with Spycam as well. It can be anywhere, any angle. No, Frankie, no. Free Birkdale immediately. Friggin' Branthwaite injured. Absolutely. Kick Go Live app just dropped. Go outside and touch grass. 5 streamers with 100 subs each. Touching grass is underrated, says Kick. Really? Do you know what? You're right. Kick, you are 100% right. I agree with that completely. Charlie Bravo 04. Charlie Bravo 04. Who are you waving to? Who are you waving? Oh, me. I was waving, wasn't I? I was. Saw her briefly yesterday. Not on the platforms, though. Reckon I could get a hat change in during the higher. I could do, possibly. Over back of the knee shot. This is not rated 18, Mandy. You know what back of the knees are like? Saw a lawn care van today. Company called Touch of Grass. I like that. There's a window cleaner in Formby called Monsieur Corners. Monsieur Corners. Miss Your Corners. Quite nice. There's a gardener who I know the family that used to drink in our pub. The Mook family, MOOK. Am I some kind of fucking mook? They've got a car, or a van rather, like a Citroen Berlingo type car, which is covered in AstroTurf fake grass. Looks insane. It parks up where I get my car cleaned, so I'll try and get it on camera if I can. OnlyFans back at knees, yeah. That's a different kind of thing, that though. Almost named her Sable, but we thought Nutmeg suited her sweetness better. Sable's a good name, innit? But Nutmeg's good as well, I like that. They are sweet. And occasionally can be quite spicy, as we found out earlier on. Shagging squirrels. Monsieur Corners, comme Simbad à la Brookside. Le Brookside. Le Brookside. Le Brookie. Chap with a truck company around here was called Wilf Huck. Yeah. If you like that, isn't it? Mr. Hunt, first name Warwick. Not going to say that one out loud, not on here. Not for me, Clive, not for me. Was there any subline to that one? Wilf Huck will deliver his load without causing any mess round the back. Disgusting behaviour. Disgusting behaviour. Filth. Utter filth. Don't you be laughing at him, Ali. You'll not be going to heaven laughing at him. Filthy beggar, you. That's a good cup of tea, that. That is a good cup of tea, that, lad. I think my dad's mates, sort of, with Sinbad from Brookie. He seems to know loads of people. And whether he knows them in real life, I think he's played footy alongside Michael Stark. But he seems to... He's mates with people on Facebook. Really strange. Loads of people. It's mad. Not that you know of. Well, nothing they put on the trucks anyway. Yeah. Not that they put on the trucks. The business cards, on the other hand, complete and utter filth. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We need more Wilfs in the world. I'm sick of Jordans and all that kind of stuff. If you watch football, you'll see all these people. The same names just start creeping into games. It's always the same. There's loads of Jordans at the moment. Not enough Percys, not enough Wilfs. Although, to be fair, it's a good job that the filthmongers decided to use the word mom in the acronym MILF rather than woman. Otherwise, you would have lads calling themselves Wilf hunters. I'm so heavily into Wilfs, man, I love it. Wouldn't work with it. Just wouldn't work. Heavily into someone who sounds like he plays dominoes down the Legion. We need more Merlins, we do. Merlin's magic. Was someone talking about only knees? As if by magic, InStride appears. How are you, InStride? Is your laptop fully charged at the moment? Enstride, sorry, Enstride. Bonjour, Enstride. Ça va? Asseyez-vous. Tom. How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Now's Domingos Duarte, el gato más guapo del mundo, eh? Backs to the knees, you can't go wrong with a good back of the knee. The ultimate. It's, yeah, isn't it? It's a bit like, is it Beetlejuice? If you say it 3 times, backs to the knees, backs to the knees, backs to the knees, InStride just flies in there. Well flexed and ready for action. Frankie approves. The main character in your book is called Merlin, not V Merlin, no. Yes, not the German midfielder. Not the surprisingly quick German midfielder. The nobody saw that coming German midfielder, no. The left back went, holy shit, I can't catch him on a mountain bike. Motorbike, fuck's sake. My head's going west here, lad. The erogenous zones are back of the knees, they are. Your erogenous zones. Are you enjoying the book, Mandy? Good luck with the book. Good luck with the book. Enstride, bonjour. People around the world watching this thinking, what the fucking hell is going on here? Mrs. Tom had nerves ablated in her back today. What? So she saw, I am not surprised. Get well soon, Mrs. Tom. Get well soon. Domingo is sulking after shouting at you lots while you were faffing with phyllo pastry and ignoring him. One does not faff with phyllo pastry. Remember that. Nanu. I love that. Mark and Mindy. He was such a crazy bastard. Robin Williams, man. I always thought, hey, there's a few people I've seen in my life who've got, there's a glimmer in their eye, which is, I don't know if it's naughtiness, I don't know if it's impishness, I don't know if it's childishness. He had that in his eyes. You could see there's something just naughty, always. As though he's just waiting to do something crazy. And then, of course, the tears of a clown. You don't know what's going to happen, do you? Poor sod. Page 336. Not even halfway yet. That's not a book. That's a cray-cray Bible. Erogenous zones is chef's kiss. If you chef's kiss the back of the knees, watch them go weak. Ja, reul, rapid, zeer kindrapid. It is reul, isn't it, by the way? Merlin reul, reul, really. One of those books. You have to get it delivered from the library on a low loader. Faffing the philo. You get done for that, you know. You get done for faffing the philo, especially if you do it in public. Dum. Yeah. Best wishes, Mrs. Tom. Get well soon. In the meantime, drag it out as long as possible. Make Mr. Tom do absolutely everything for you. Demand about 17 different flavours of ice cream because it'll help you feel better. Get him working hard, la. Still hot. It's so dry. It's so dry. Is it flaky? Is philo the flaky one? I can't remember which one's which. Zitty's Psalms Chanel. Hang on. Didn't pin you with an eye on there Sunday. Very remiss of me. There you go, you're getting pinned now. Consider yourself pinned, Sam. Birdies, man. Birdies going apeshit. How about a nice short crust? Oh yeah, damp tea towel. Oof. There are great squirrels on that channel. I would absolutely 100% agree, in stride. If you want to see squirrels, that is the channel to go to. If you like squirrels, man, I mean, seriously, all different coloured squirrels as well. Different shades. Different levels of cheekiness. Get yourself on Sam's channel. It's like Squirrel Central. It's amazing, man. Drink! Trans-Squirrelvania. It's amazing. Yeah, in stride. You might not know this, but Sam makes fantastic content. Feckin' water. Feckin' water. Oh, shite, yes. Squirrels. We do like us squirrels. Right, Jesus, man. Good having wearing my hat, isn't it? Again with the water, it's you. Should be drinking proper alcohol. Loads of it. Tune on a dookie there, lad. Numbers by radio, lad. Got any numbers, lad? It's too late for your Spanker Peter sausage rolls. Who's spanking Peter? And if you are making them, don't forget, it's not sausage rolls anymore, it's sausage rolls. I don't mean like Greg's in Newcastle. R-O, umlauti O, H-L-S. sausage rolls. Why don't we have them at Everton? Why don't they call the sausage rolls sausage rolls? I'll tell them that next time. I should have gone to Greg's Lake. That's fine dining in Newcastle, isn't it? "24 hours a day, Greg's in Newcastle. Holy shit, with doormen. It's a different world, really is. Thanks for pinning thipe. You are most welcome, Sam. True indeed, was listening to a moon-shaped pool. Have I got that on vinyl? I'm not even sure if I've got that on vinyl yet. I might do. I'll have to check. Everton sausage rolls would be the worst.
That's actually very good.
That is very good. That is very funny.
You know, you get a very poor indeed for that one, because I think he's boss and I like sausage rolls. You are hyped to hype. Don't get hyper. You can hype as well, can't you? You can actually hype people. Not sure how good it does, but you can hype people. VGI. You are Sayers loyal. Oh, this will get nasty. Sayers versus Greg's. I'm a pound bakery meth myself, to be honest with you. We still got Sayers. Is the one on Dale Street in Liverpool? Everywhere was just taken over by Greg's, wasn't it? I got temporarily promoted in work and ended up, I had 6 months at a higher grade. I was in there, that London there, all the time for like 2-day meetings, fully suited and booted and everything. You can't really go to a Greg's, can you? They haven't got them anyway, but I started getting into Pret. Disgusted with myself. Pret and Yo Sushi. Used to come back home, tired, come off as soon as I got as far as like Stafford or something. Not having it, lad. Not having it. Salt and pepper chicken when I get back, lad. Birds, Newark. Yummy sausage rolls in Birds in Newark. Do we have to try this out? Should we get a Sharabang? Everyone who's in the northwest, we'll get on a bus, we'll go down to Newark. So good they named it once. And we'll try the sausage rolls. There was an ad that made it to the hype leaderboard last week. What? Who's hyping ads? Apart from ad companies, bastards. It'll be of no surprise you enjoyed a Pret while in that there London. It's part of the holiday, isn't it? It's like getting pissed in the airport before you leave. Going to London. What do you want? May I have a Pret, please? Accent changes and everything. Had a Yo Sushi recently too. With Japanese people coming over here, sitting down, thinking, what the fucking hell is this? Mad, isn't it? For that movie, Clayface, Warner Brothers Motion Pictures or something was the account. It's not fair. I know it's weighted, isn't it? So if you get like a Mr. Beast and someone hypes his video, he doesn't get as much hype points as someone who would hype mine. But then he's got 3.6 trillion people who are hyping his. So even if he gets 1 point to every 1,000 I get, he still gets more hype. Weird. It's all weird. Adverts shouldn't be getting hyped. Unless people are hyped for the film. Absolutely. Clayface as filmed where, Sam? Was that filmed anywhere near us, by any chance? Only used Philo once. Philo. Made mincemeat parcels one Christmas. Realised why it's mainly used in baklava. What mincemeat did you use in those? Was it minced yak by any chance, Louise?
Yak attack!
Mince yak. If a big company can make small accounts for each ad campaign, it is cheating. It is, absolutely. SRs on the bank of the Trent. I have been to Nottingham. I've walked over the Trent. We won 1-0. Craig Short scored within 5 minutes. Pissed down all day. Won, yeah. Crazy. It's only for a certain range of follower count. It is, isn't it? Between 500,000 and 6.3 billion. I don't know what it is. Stupid. Video on the hype board about the tube map from an account whose videos had 34 views. Mad. Mr. Beast will have too many followers. He needs to go. I've had enough. I'm sick of all that kind of shite. They're changing it again, aren't they? They're messing around with things. Although I was watching Peter McKinnon and Matty Hapoya, two of my favourite YouTubers. I love Peter McKinnon, he's brilliant. They were just going on about the fact that it got too much. People have lost sight of what YouTube used to be all about. It used to be just about taking your camera, going to make something fun, and then hanging out with people, hanging out with your audience. We don't do that anymore. Too busy trying to find brand deals, this, that and the other. No. Let's get back to just hanging out with the viewers. That's what it should be. More of that. More feeling part of the community rather than servicing a community, if you know what I mean. It's too sharp. An uncomfy chew. Right, an uncomfy chew. We've all been there, lads. We've all been there. That's not a particularly thing to say, wise thing to say in Liverpool, to be honest with you, Christine. An uncomfy chew. Mincemeat, not minced meat. Ah, right, mincemeat, not mincemeat. For those who are not from the UK, I apologise, but we know it's mincemeat, not mincemeat. Louise, yaks need to do the yaks hand wings. Do you do? See, it does it by itself. Hand wings. Supposed to be for smaller monetised folks, which I am. I'm a smidge under Mr. Beast. We won 1-0, and it rained non-stop. We had to go for a pint in a pub that was round the back of Trent Bridge cricket ground, I think. At a time when we weren't winning many games, to be honest with you. But it was sound, it was lovely. I haven't. What are you on about? That's not a message, you bellend. I hate this. You've got a new message and you go to the messaging app and the messaging app goes, would you like to pay extra for it? No, I don't. That's not a message. Tit. Take note for the PhD, a chew. Yeah. It's something mouth related. Leave it at that. YouTube should be about community. The £50.24 that I charged you for the meet and greet the other day was a bit steep. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. I give you the 50 quid back though, didn't I? It's about the 24 pences. All about the 24s. Yeah. Yes, Sam. Chew. Chew, chew. Dwayne Eddies. I see JB, what does it stand for? Anything you like. Has gone to Brazil. He's making pure dime off YouTube. He's managed to get himself over to Brazil. How boss is that? I managed to get to Tesco on the money I'm making. But then again, I'm not making videos to make money, am I? Really. I'm just pressing record in the car and ranting for about 8.3 minutes. That's the way it is. I've only got one more match this season, haven't I? What do I do when the footy's finished? What happens to the channel then? What can I do? I can't go to cricket games. It's not the same. Choo-choo, like choo-choo, yeah, like a train. The local transport is famous in Merseyside. Like if you get off at Edgehill, yeah, never mind. Moving on. Sunset Streams. Dum dum dum. Sunset Streams. Dum dum dum. Sunset Streams. Could be. But at the same time, it's not a postcard, is it? It's just a live thing. I can't go too far, that's the other thing as well. I can't just get in the car and drive 3 hours to go and do a day's worth. And I know people, I follow channels where they will just get up in the morning, drive for 3 hours, spend the day pissing around somewhere, drive for 3 hours, go home, and the following day a video comes out. 2 days later, we go somewhere else. I can't get away with that. Although I will have to make it to North Wales very, very, very soon. If the weather's getting a bit better, I need to start taking some time, some leave from work, because otherwise I'm going to get too much left over before the end of the leave year. I haven't really taken much because the weather's been horrifically shit for about the last 6 months. So I need to start taking a few days here and there. I am sort of determined at some point during the summer as well, I want to drive to the lakes. Even just the South Lakes. Windermere, Coniston, Black Combe. If I can go, I don't think I'd be able to walk up that. It'd be nice to be able to get up that because you'd be able to see Southport, hopefully, and Blackpool, and Mount Pendle, obviously, because you can see that from anywhere in the world. I need to get out. All in on the cricket. Lancs Ultras. Always Ultras. World Cup rants. Oh yeah, the World Cup is coming up, but again, it's not a postcard, is it? I'm thinking about videos, actual videos. What have we got now? Drink. Fucking water. Ali, what's wrong with you and water? Apparently, allegedly, FIFA told Trump the World Cup would bring in as much revenue as 104 Super Bowls. If done correctly, Louise, it would do. Unfortunately, because of where it's being held, it won't. If it was being held somewhere else, it probably would do. Not the money, not the TV money, obviously. TV money for the US is ridiculous. We'll water you up again and see what we get with this one. Go on. There's no need for this. It's broke. We don't want any more water. We're getting rid of water. Get something else. Bring meths back. There you go. More methylated spirits. There's far too much water. We can't even... I don't drink alcohol, and this is too much water for me. Pissing me off, lad. I'm also annoyed that we've got coffee, but we've got no tea. Bang out of order. CNN had a report about the resale price of tickets for the final. 2 million quid each. That's ridiculous. I know it's the World Cup, and it is the single biggest event in the world. But it's stupid. There should be no resale for anything. And all the money should be obvious. No, not having that. No, not getting done. Someone else do it. Not having that. Not having it. It's broke. Ridiculous. £2 million is a small price to pay to see Jordan Lee Pickford lift the Al Jules Rimet. It would be. The man who sounds like he should be driving a pickup truck. Why does anyone have that much money to blow on a ticket? Because people have that much money. It's stupid, isn't it? Imagine how much good you could do in the world if you had ridiculous amounts of money. You don't even have to be a billionaire. If you're just a proper millionaire, what could you do in your local community to make things better? For one of the Euro millions, I would try and make where I live, even just this one little area, try and make it a bit better. And if everyone who had money did that, between everyone, I'm sure it could be a much better world. No more drinking, you're drowning. They haven't sold yet. But there are people out there who are absolutely minted. There's footballers themselves who are on £500,000 per week. So there's a lot of money involved in the game. Ali's trying again. Go ahead, Ali. What do we reckon? What do we reckon this time? I reckon a rock shandy this time, if it works. Hasn't worked. What's happening? Is it broke? Have we broke it? Have we broke the roulette, the drinks roulette? What's going on? Give it a minute and try it again. It's on its arse, this, isn't it? It's on its arse, lad. Erling earns in a week what you do in 15 years. It is stupid. Yeah, that kind of money. The likes of Ronaldo over in the Middle East, he's on about £500,000 a week, tax-free. So you're looking at, that's just wages. He's also, when you get into that kind of level, you've also got the, where is it? Don't even know where it is. Yeah, you've also got the advertising money coming through as well. It has. It's stuck. Something's wrong in the state of Denmark. Casper's fault. Yeah, they haven't just got wages coming in. They've got advertising money. They've got all kinds of boot deals and Leo Messi just standing there with a can of Pepsi and they'll throw billions at him. It's ridiculous. I do get sick of seeing them, but you can understand, can't you? The amount of money getting thrown at them. What, you want me to spend a day recording stuff and you'll send me like $20 million? Yeah, go ahead, sound. I'll then go and funnel this back to where I come from. We'll see what happens. What's going on tonight? It's mad. People on Kicker think this is shit, won't yous? Won't yous? Won't yous, lads? Won't yous? Dukey's stuck, the drink's knackered. Nothing's working. Is anything working? The weird fashion pieces or other rich people think that this one channel does an excellent job at mocking, stunning the money thrown around for a label. It's stupid. China and India, potentially the biggest audience, haven't agreed the broadcasting deals yet. You need to get out more. It's difficult though, Louise, isn't it? It's difficult to get out when you live 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. They are massive, them audiences. What's that, 2.3 billion or something between them? Might even be more than that by now. It's a lot of people. A lot of people. Mandy's back on Kick, having it large. Are we having a party? Oh, we're on Kick, mate, we're having a party. Whoa, rock shandy, bam, well, do you know what? Bollocks to it. There you go, I'm going to give you the rock shandy anyway. Proper drink. None of this water shite. Even though water is good for you, and it tastes fantastic. Not as good as that though. That is a fantastic cup of tea. I will need another one later though. I cleaned me thermos mugs. Cleaned them. Spotless. They were filthy. Doesn't take long. When you think about how they get and how cups get, teacups with all the tannins in, how much your inside look. Anyway, dishwashing tablets work brilliantly. Nice gentle clean. You clicked on the kick link. You think you follow me? Thank you very much, Sam. But not me filter. I know. I apologise. What must you think of me? I apologise. I'll do the filter. Do you know what? Bollocks to it. Wait there. 1 second. Ow, 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 this hurts. Ow, 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 ow. There you go. That's it. That means I will take it with me and I will hoover it tonight. Guaranteed with a capital Guaran. Fair play, Sam. Fair play indeed. Flag stream. It was flag stream. Do you know, it isn't even share stream, is it? It's flag stream. Flag stream. Which isn't that a place in the States, flag stream? Can't say you're likely to visit there again soon. You already keep forgetting Twitch exists. It's not a problem. It's just nice having numbers next to my name. It's good for my ego. My out of control ego. I've got to look at that, you know. Does that need revisiting to make it look a bit neater, a bit better? It might need revisiting, I don't know yet. Doesn't look particularly neat, does it? There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. Say it again. Any bet somebody cleans the filter or not? You'll never know, will you? Because I can just say I've done it and then I won't have done it, but I will have done. But will I? Won't I? I will. I'll do it tonight. Because it's good, it helps. Flagstaff, what do you call me? It does help. I'm convinced it helps. Because I've not been as bad the last couple of years as I have been the years before. And I do try and keep on top of the dusting in here. It's alright, you know what I mean? I could definitely do with a robo-vac though. For underneath the bed. I reckon it's disgusting under there. I just can't get an Hoover under there. But a cheap robo one. It's an air purifier, it is. It's only a cheap one as well off Amazon. There's the filter. Barbara, there's too much butter on me tuna chia batter. That's the filter at the bottom. I will sort that out. Maybe if they were a smaller size, I could put them on one side. The flags. Smaller flags. Oh, I'll have a think about that. We'll have a look, see what we can do. You ever seen a live stream where it looks like there are a bunch of flags bouncing around in a partial circle? Ah, the last flag left is the winner, some kind of viewer engagement. I've not seen that. That sounds interesting, that though. You betting it goes in the kitchen tonight, doesn't get done because the Hoover is too noisy and then stays there till Sunday when you ask it again. Nope, Nope. Because I have right next to my sofa, shitty sofa at the moment, I've got the little Vax stick with the tiny attachment on it. That's there. I haven't moved it back yet. It's just next to my sofa. So when I go in there, I'll do it. What brand? I'll link it up later. I'll have to have a look. It was on Amazon, so I'll have a look at me purchased items. It was only cheap and it works quite well. Nothing spectacular. I've found it made a difference anyway. You don't know. Whatever you want. Do. That's how they'll decide the World Cup. They will, after all the teams will have been deported to Venezuela. But TMI, no. Not enough I. Not TMI. Any I. Hoover. Little Hoover. I do need to sort out, as soon as I get my cash back, I think, from the car tax. I'm going to stab her in the face. Hang on. What do you want?
Hi.
Have a guess what I'm doing right now.
I was going to ask you if you were doing what I'm doing right now.
Yes. Why, what do you want? I am on the Tinterweb. I'm being awesome to my fans. Why, what do you need? All right. So you've had all day to say hi, but you'd rather do it when I'm live on TV.
Well, I kind of forgot about you, to be honest.
Kind of forgot about me, you absolute piece of shit. Thank you very much.
I'm joking, I'm good. I was just saying to you, then I was like, I feel like I'm not spoken to my dad in a hot minute.
You haven't. Do you know why you haven't spoken to me? Because you don't care anymore. You don't like me.
That's the same guy who every time I pick him up, he's like,
I know. The only time she tried to speak to me this week was when I was at the match, and now when I'm live streaming.
you don't speak to me either, so don't even lie.
Shut up, you are a complete and utter hemorrhoid.
Hey, I want to make the effort, G.
Make the effort.
Shut up.
Yeah, you do make the effort. Dad, can you pick me up? Dad, can you go and get me some nails? Dad, can you pick me up some paint? Dad, have you got a drill? Dad, can you take me here? Dad, can we go to Ainsdale? Dad, make the effort, my arse.
Yeah, because I want to see you.
Because you want to see me. Yeah, you want to see me drop you off. That's what you want to see. Knob.
Yeah, like that a bit more.
Yeah. Anyway, go away. I hate you.
Well, I'm actually going to ask you a question.
Go on, ask the question.
What time are you going to do your stream?
It'll be 11 o'clock in the blessed PM.
If you're still awake, I might potentially make an appearance.
Sound. Well, I will be.
You always is.
Of course. I'll be on a post-stream hyper, you know what I mean?
I might make a brief appearance.
Alright, bro. I'll catch you later, bro.
Alright, catch you later, bro.
Alright, bro. Laters, bro. Bye, bro.
Bye, bro.
Bye. Sorry, wrong number. How was the quality of your call? 0. 0 stars. Horrible. Where are we? What have I got here now? What have I got? Get a RoboVac. GoPro on the top. Oh, postcards from RoboVac. That could work. A graphic like a gamer thing. I always hit and don't recommend when you scroll onto one because it seems gimmicky. Very gimmicky. We like gimmicks here though. A Hoover next to the sofa with an attachment. Yes. Not that kind of attachment. Yeah. Should have told her that. I'm not on the interweb. I am the interweb. Fans. Only fans. Only fans. Dad. Just got an ad wanting you to try glass blowing classes for your next hobby. Glass blowing. Just tell your dad to hoover a filter in the area. She said she might make an appearance, so at some point later. Will you still be awake at 11 o'clock? If I'm not awake at 11 o'clock, I'll be asleep on the stream. Halfwit. Why are the ads so often so random? They shouldn't be, because normally they're listening to you. It is dangerous though, because if you're talking to someone about something, you'll start getting adverts around them. I can only assume you've been talking about blowing a lot, Sam. I was talking to my boss in work. Neither of us wear contact lenses. We both wear glasses. Neither of us have ever wanted to buy contact lenses, but we just started talking about it one night. Then, within the space of half an hour, both of us on our phones got adverts for contact lenses. And you know why? Because your phones are listening to you 24/7, man. It's evils. You get the randomest of random ads. It is weird, isn't it? They must get them from somewhere. Is an algorithm trying to pick your brain and just can't work out what you're into? Let's start throwing as much stuff as we can, just in case. Ali, you can try the drink whenever you feel like. Yeah, there you go. You're watching Google too wide a variety. The internet cannot figure you out. That's a good sign, that then. You cannot be pigeonholed. Reckon you handled cookies though, diminish the personal interest. It's funny, every time I open up Just Eat, it comes up with accept cookies. It's not what I want. I wanted something else. Drink! This is water that's getting binned. Oh, 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 oh. An actual different drink, Huache. That's Huache. The winner is Huache. Have I timed this right? Will it appear just as that disappears? Go on, go on, go on, go on. Oof, look at that. Lad almost looks like he knows what he's doing. That's a nice Huache. Aussie Gear is flooding your Insta, so you email them and ask them why they don't make a chair you can open one-handed. Like a brawly. A one-handed chair. Make it so. There is a chair you can open, isn't there? You can just do that with it, because there's a famous meme. But then can you put it back? Can I show Tom the option you just sent me? Hang on, hang on. Oh, I can't show him that. That's filthy. Utter filth. There you go. Mine's tiny. Louise's is huge. Mind you, Louise is huge, isn't he? 11 foot 12. Willowy with it, though. Willowy with it. Don't think it's that much smaller, is it? Mine, it might be, yeah. With me being a smidge. That's a canny bit of kit. A Russell Hobbs as well. Hobbs. Russell Hobbs. All the yak dander. Yak attack. Doesn't Yak Dander play for Dundee? No Scottish football fans involved now. There's a lad called Jan Dander who plays for Dundee. He used to play for Liverpool when he was a youth. When he was a youth. He's I think he might be Indian in origin. Certainly Southern Asian. Jan Dander. Yak Dander was close. That must be horrific. Saw Yak Dander, yeah, etc, etc. Duly noted. Feel as though we need something. We do. We definitely need something. Sam used to clear out cookies and such. You don't do as much of that. You've been begging the internet to send you better stuff for 30 years. You're too much of an outlier. Absolutely. You are an Alaska to our common continent. That's what you are. Yours is a dehumidifier too. Ah, there you go. So you're getting double bubble. You'll need that, won't you? Given the fact that, you know, the top of Mount Pendle is in the clouds. It must be very moist. It's very moist. It's very moist. Yak Dander busked in Toronto. They were playing outside the gig, weren't they? House parties afterwards. Fully acoustic. Acoustic dance music. Just leave some of your phyllo pastry efforts about the place to absorb moisture. It's not moist anymore. Not very moist. Perhaps. I don't think mine is. I think it's just a purifier, mine, isn't it? Doesn't do anything like that. Do you need a dehumidifier or do you need a humidifier? That's the other thing as well, isn't it? I know people have got a dehumidifier in one room and a humidifier in the other. Why? Ultimately, it's gambling, predicting likelihood of purchasing goods and services. You just don't buy enough. Bad consumer, good human. You're better off with that version. Oh, what's that? Oh, do you know what? The sky looks lovely. Looking towards the west, I can see Jupiter. If you can see Jupiter, why are you wearing glasses? Yeah, come on, Sam. Conform, consume, obey. You will do. Oh, it's brittle. Oh, it's brittle. That's what happens when it's not moist. You want it flaky, but it's brittle. What's gone wrong? Have you under moistened it? Does it need a little bit? It's a challenge, a challenging tune, as I'm sure has happened on many an occasion in Liverpool, especially after nights out. Filth, absolute filth. I can't cook, even before the injury. Is it an illness? Is it an injury? What is it? What is a stroke? Illness, injury, affectation, incident, after the incident. Even before the incident, I couldn't cook. Can you bake one-handed? Nothing wrong, that's why it's best soaked in honey as a dessert. I'm starting to get hungry now. Bastards. I've still got my overnight oats though, haven't I? Sharking, Ali. Sharking, absolutely sharking. Qatari hawk just going overhead. Is that a plane or a hawk from Qatar? Genuinely. He'll be up river soon. How far away is it? It's not going to come here, is it? What direction? There you go, Qatari hawk. That says it's going back towards the airport. Heading back to the airport by the look of it. Unless this is just up the feckin' wall. North Wales. Could be going to North Wales. Looks like it's going back to the airport. Where's it come from? It's come from North Wales. No it hasn't. Yeah, this is saying it's come from Lytham. So it's gone past us earlier on. Strange. The Varley crew head to where Varley. See, lucky, isn't it? We do get some good playing action here, don't we? Cheesy. Too cheesy. Far too cheesy. Leeming. What? Where's Leeming? I don't know any of these places. I used to be boss as well at geography. It's done it the past few nights. It'll turn and roar up the Mersey. Sounds painful. I've never been raw up the Mersey before. First time for everything, I suppose. Oh yeah, it's turning round now. Oh yeah, ooh. Near Ripon. I've not been to Ripon. I have been past Ripon though. Leaming, North Yorkshire. North Yorkshire used to be taking it quite a lick years ago, as my dad didn't like pissing around. It's a lovely drive, but we used to like getting back home to Borough or getting back to Liverpool, either or. I quite like North Yorkshire though. A very pretty part of the country. There's fuck all there, which is brilliant. You don't need places, do you? Just be nice. Don't use candles except in an emergency. Oh, you've got to use candles. I've got candles. I've got 4 of them. Blowing and wax stripping. Say what? I've scented ones as well. What have I got? I've got a Yankee candle here. You can tell it's a Yankee candle. It keeps trying to shoot me overnight. Smells of Midsummer's Night. I can't even remember what it smells like. Oh, that smells exactly like a Midsummer's Night. Bollocks, it doesn't. Midsummer's Night, my balls. Very craft heavy ads. Just trying to tell you something. Oh, there we go. 500 feet above the Mersey, past the greatest grounds in the world. That'll be a great view, that. Is it going to turn left at the apex of the oblong? Could have honestly understood those kind of ads if you were still at work, but those never sent you away. Mad, isn't it? I reckon it's about to turn left. Looks like it's about to turn left, maybe. If it doesn't and it keeps coming up, we'll have to listen to it, aren't we? See if we can listen out for it. It smells of ass. Didn't smell of ass to me, that. It is a beam of Bing. This does look like it's going back to Blackpoolish. There you go, you see. Is it going to hit the blue dot? It's not going to hit the blue dot. It's never going to hit the blue dot. Tend to avoid a lot of scented things. Don't always sit well with your allergies and asthma. Sam, I am exactly the same. I was telling my daughter about this. There's only certain candles, certain scented candles I can have. Otherwise, they send me off completely. Oh. It's going the long way. Look at that. Where's that going to? It's heading to protect Greenland. That's where that's going. It's going towards Greenland, lad. You note that this is stream 249, which means the next is 250. Yeah. It is. What's special about 250? Is there anything we can do for 250? 250. That's not heading towards us. Nah. It's going away. It's going away. Yeah, what can we do for 250? Is there anything special? Of course, it is more than 250, isn't it? If you take into account the Ninja ones and stuff. Have we got a triple? Where's the 777? Or is that the one coming from Nottingham by any chance? Is it? Oh, hang on now. Chicago to Muscat. Might be able to hear this. Keep an ear out for it. There was a prof that worked in the first building you were officed in and would sneeze so fierce if she walked by. Her perfume trail was legendary. You shouldn't be allowed to have stuff like that. We used to have to give bollockins to barmaids for wearing too much perfume. Used to taint the beer. You should gamble on this having been a nightly thing and get down to the river and watch it scoot by from the dogging car park. You should do. You should wait until the 4th of July and thousands will celebrate with us. Yeah, go ahead. Not July 4th. Not 7/4. Weird that, isn't it? Why is it the 4th of July, not July 4th? Is there a specific reason for that? Is it because it's in the English style to annoy the English? Not that it annoys us in the slightest. We escaped from your tyranny. You're lucky. You are lucky we aren't. Oh, man. See, I've turned this off for 10 minutes and now I can't breathe. Awful, isn't it? Apparently not liking coriander and an aversion to perfume go hand in hand. Ah, right. Is there a reason for that? Coriander's quite scented, isn't it, as a herb? As herbs go. I know all herbs are slightly... There's like their own certain scent and perfume to them, but that coriander is a particularly pungent herb. Yeah, what is it with coriander? Some can taste it and others, it tastes like soap. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It has got a taste all of its own. Cilantro, coriander. A lot of Indian food is heavily reliant on coriander. 4th of July, because back then they still did things the English way. And then bit by bit they tried to de-Englishify themselves. I think it's a gene mutation thing. What, changing the dates in America, or are we still on about coriander there, Louise? Otherwise that's quite racist. That's, bow, yeah, you're racist. I think fresh coriander tastes like soap, but you enjoy it. Tastes like your soap brand Irish Spring smells. I know what you mean by that, by the way. I've said that to people and they thought I was mad. If I'm suffering badly with hay fever and it's grass pollen, I can tell it's grass pollen because I can taste how grass smells. What do you mean you can taste how something smells? Of course you can. Of course you can, Malcolm. Off. Stupid bloody thing. Coriander, cilantro is a pungent herb. If you ask for some pungent herb around here, yeah, you'll get something else. At which point you won't even care what it tastes like. Totally genetic, like durian. I've never smelled that or tasted it. Having seen people who've got stomachs like garbage pails, like fucking bins, struggle with it. No, I don't think so. Is that synesthesia again, Sam? Synesthesia, Sam. I saw them supporting 8 Mile Raiders in Toronto in '72. Epic gig, by the way. Epic gig. You want to see the programmes they sold? Like the Yellow Pages. That was just with people who were appearing. You love some US specific smells and tastes. Wintergreen. Germaline here, of course, yeah. It's up there with rock shandy for you. Doesn't taste quite as nice. Yeah, I know what you mean. Root beer. That was a particularly US specific taste for me. Trying to explain what it tastes like. It tastes like fucking root beer is what it tastes like. That's it. Nothing else. The same as trying to explain what Iron Brew tastes like to a non-Brit. What does it taste like? Fucking Iron Brew. Taste it. It's lovely. Tastes very Iron Brewy. Root beer, yeah. Not everyone liked it. I quite enjoyed it. Never had a root beer float, but I did have quite a bit of root beer. Proper big red cinnamon gum. Iron Brew tastes of girders. Because it's made in Scotland of girders. Dandelion and burdock. I love dandelion and burdock as well. That's such a childish drink, and yet, guaranteed now, if you drank it as an adult, you think to yourself, why don't I drink this all the time? Only kids drink it, and they shouldn't. Isn't it like grown up dandelion and burdock? I don't mean alcoholic, I just mean packaged to make it look as though it's more sophisticated, like, you know, more sophisticated, like. Sure there is, isn't it? Grown up dandelion and burdock. It's a lovely taste, that. The kind of thing that you get at those temperance bars. Remember the hairy bikers went to one, didn't they? Because they like the beer. They like the beer. Let's go to a temperance place instead. See what they're like. We should get more of that. Make drinks and stuff out of things that we grow in this country. Not necessarily because it's cheaper to import, but this is how it used to be years ago. Before Coca-Cola took over the world, people used to have this kind of thing. Love an Iron Brew. Oh, I love Iron Brew. It's, I don't know if it was specifically made for hangovers, but if the whole of the River Clyde shipbuilding industry thrives on it because it gets rid of all the hangovers, you know it's doing well. Never had a root beer float, but did have a Pepsi sink. Only the cans and the chippy. Dandelion and burdock. It was the cans and the chippy as well. Oh, who were they made by? I remember them. Scent and taste, they are the most amazing memory thing that you can have. Because I mean, obviously, if you see something or hear something, it's tangible. A scent shouldn't be, and a taste shouldn't be, but it is. Yeah, where would one get a dandelion and burdock? The answer is the chippy. Normally a warm one because it's wasn't in the fridge. In the window. One that's been in the window for ages, so it's all the colours have gone faded. No, there is this expensive or grown up dandelion and burdock. My nephew likes to drink it. Oh, pee break, hang on, pee break. Pee break, pee break, diddle-diddle, pee break, diddle-diddle. Ben Shaw's, oh yeah, Ben Shaw's. Can't think of having tasted something and having been transported. You've never lived, man. I bet you could, right? I bet you right now you could, Tomash. Bet you could. A warm can of Chang. Within seconds, you'd be back at Goodison Park, guaranteed. Grew up with A&W drive-ins, car hops and everything. Almost all are just plain restaurants now. Root beer floats after chili cheese dogs and curly fries. That we out on a date. Were you wearing the Letterman sweater? It does sound so American, that, doesn't it? Were you the main squeeze back then? Oh, this is turning into it's a bash the Americans, isn't it? I can see it. Arnold's. Fucking Happy Days, isn't it? Ben Shaw's. Sounds like a place in Manchester, doesn't it, Ben Shaw? Or a college of further education. Runshaw, of course. What's going on out there? Craziness. Craziness. Didn't realise they were a location. You do now. You're learning something. Letterman sweaters and his ring. Yeah. If you're lucky, you'll let your finger his ring. If you're lucky. Yeah, I had all these things that I watched when I was sort of youthful. It was always, if you were his main squeeze, you got the Letterman sweater and his ring. Are we going steady? And then you actually go over to the States and there's nothing like that. And then you think to yourself, why isn't it like that? Because it's not 1950s, that's fucking why. Yeah, I know, but. They originated near where you grew up, and one of the last car hop staffed ones was a stop on a classic car parade stated in downtown Detroit. I can imagine that's boss. Have you been watching Grease, Thomas? Well, that's the word. That is the word. So weird. Tell me more.
That's actually very good.
That is very good. That is very funny.
That is very good. American Graffiti. Ah, yeah. Grease might have helped with your Filo pastry. It might have done. Bit of a rub. You've got to keep it moist. Can't be too dry. Otherwise it'll just be crisps. No one wants that. It's not too long ago you found out the words to Grease Lightning. Isn't the song slightly problematic? If I remember rightly. Not a film I've really spent much time with, but the Shards. It's a difficult tune. Sticking in me throat. You utter filthmonger. I can't swallow. Give something to rinse me mouth out with, will you? See, it needs to be moist. Very challenging for any film not to be problematic. It is, isn't it? And watching stuff in hindsight, I don't think we can be too harsh on them. Things are of the time. So now we wouldn't make it, obviously, but this was of its time. Even things that were quite progressive, you watch and think, ooh, not sure about that now. And yet, I was going to say MASH of all things. Obviously, they had the problem with the first series because it was based on a book and a film. A black chap called Spear Chucker Jones, who apparently was called so because he was an American footballer who could throw a ball. But they looked at that and must have thought, oh, no. We need to get rid of this now. This is not a particularly good look. And they got rid of it. Fair play. But after that, it became quite progressive in its own way, MASH. For a lot of reasons. Hang on. What's going on here? What the fuck? What is going on? Why are Google suddenly throwing shit at me? We need to confirm that it's really you. Fucking here, dickhead. The chicks will do us. Grease was tame compared to Grease 2. I can't remember watching Grease 2. It's systematic and hydromatic. Yes, it's problematic. Absolutely. You saw Grease 2 first? Ah, right, it was on HBO the first summer, your cable box at your house. Very, very problematic. So for third grade, you had a Pink Lady-esque jacket. Google, fuck off, will you? Seriously. Can you not do this after the stream's finished? Bell ends. Yeah, it all seemed very exotic to us growing up, I think. None of us had anything like that. You were a different kind of Thunderbird fan. Was that FAB? Much better. Much better. Lad, Thunderbirds had you on strings, lad. I always found that Marionation to be super. Super Marionation, man. Yeah, we had none of this. So even like in the 80s, we thought everyone who went to school in the US was like the 1950s. And it obviously really wasn't. You too, Lula Bellatini. Like a bit of Thunderbirds. Ah, Thunderbird the drink. Is that what you're on about as well, Lou? Thunderbird the drink. We've all had one, haven't we? We've all had one. Bit of Mad Dog 2020. White Lightning. A small bottle of Thundies. Vintage Thundies, though. Between the ages of 6 and 39, if it wasn't Super Marionation, you didn't want to know. There was a great film called Super Marionation on, I think it might have been Amazon, which was the story all about how it was made and what have you, where it came from. Brilliant, absolutely superb. You had a proper Tracy Island, a proper one. No Anthea Turner for you. You were spoiled. Sounds like it. Not one toilet roll was involved in the making of it. Yeah, here you go. Blue Label, Mandy, Blue Label. Here's where we find out that every single person on here, every Brit on here is an absolute thundering alkie. We've all been there though, haven't we? Go to the park or the rec or wherever it was. Bottle of Tundies, red or both. There you go. You need variety, don't you? Marvellous. Google? Seriously? Fuck off. Actually, probably 6 to 32. Then Roberto Martinez lost his hair. He did look like the hood at that point. It's disgraceful. What colour blue? This is very, very vitally important. As we know, there's only 5 colours blue. Midnight, fawn, whatever it was. Navy, sky, copper and petrol. Night train available. You were surprised by the size of Fab 1. You saw it at an exhibition once. How big was it? Are we talking about a full size thing? Or just tiny? It's amazing. And when you look at it now with the benefit of hind legs, it doesn't look great, but it looks brilliant. You know it's all puppets. You can see the strings occasionally. Nobody was ever under any illusion that it was anything other than real. This was happening right now in front of us. These are not puppets. These are real men pretending to be puppets. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? And now you can just sit at home and on your phone, put in a prompt and something comes up that's almost photorealistic. But it's shit. Utterly shit. Where does the childhood innocence come from with AI? It isn't. It needs to be there. You need to watch proper Marionation. It was as long as an old mini. Right. I know you're tall. How long were your old minis, Louise? Are we talking just above the knee? Could you see the backs of the knees in your old minis? Oh, do you mean the car? Sorry. You saw Skeleton. What? Skeletron? Are we talking Skeletor? An exhibition? What are we talking about here? What's Skeletron? 15,000 miles per hour Thunderbird 1. Oh man. It was great though, wasn't it? I think that there's a lot of that missing nowadays. The ability to make kids actually imagine. That suspension of disbelief, that's missing because everything's just handed to them on a plate. There used to be a little bit of work involved in watching shows like that. You've got to believe that it's true. You've got to be able to proper buy into it. Don't have to anymore. As long as an old mini, the only mini dimension reference you have as to whether or not they can be jumped over by a second choice centre forward, by any chance. Skeletron, rope climbing robot on Robot Wars. Ah, right, sorry. I know what you mean now. I didn't realise it was called that. I just thought maybe you were having a stroke as well. And actually you meant Skeletor or a skeleton. There's a fucking skeleton. I gotcha. Yeah, it is the willing suspension of disbelief. That's a vital part, I think, of a childhood. Which is why you see kids playing in the garden together. They will make up their own stories, and they genuinely, while they're playing, they believe they're in that environment. That helps. And if everything's handed to them, it's shit. There was a Robot Wars spin-off, there was. Where there's no robots, it was called Nobot Wars. Not once to burst your bubble. Tom, your bubble's getting burst here, man. If you look at the hanger wall for Thunderbird 1, there's a lemon squeezer on there. Oh, man. Why'd you say that? We're going to have to check this out now. In the same way that if you look at Red Dwarf, is it the first series, as it's flying away, the back, which would be the engine, isn't it, is actually just a lamp, like a desk, not a desk lamp, you know those little tiny lamps, and it's quite obvious, a lamp with a fucking light bulb in it. That's it. Because it was cheap and shit, but suspension of disbelief, definitely. Is Robot War still a thing? Can you stick a blade on my Robovac? I haven't even got my Robovac yet, lad. If I get one, I am going to call it the Fuckest Uppest from Spaced, where Simon Pegg and Nick Frost entered Robot Wars, and their one was called TFU, the Fuckest Uppest, up against Reece Shearsmith. Oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Is it still going in the US? I think it is, but it's got a slightly bit bigger now, Mandy. Now they're flying them over Iran. True story. Say it ain't so, Lou. Say it ain't so. We're going to have to check this out, aren't we? Genuinely. Clearly something highly technical. It looks like a lemon squeezer. It was there first. Lemon squeezers were based on TB1's hanger. Take it back, Louise. Take it back. Spoil sport. How can you have unmoist phyllo pastry and TB1 getting ruined for you in one night? It's nasty. It's just nasty, that, Louise. Nasty. Terrible behaviour. No, you're a juicer. No, you're a juicer. Do you ever see, there was again another film, I think it was on Amazon, about making Star Wars, because it was filmed in, was it Pinewoods or Elstree? Pinewood, no, was it Elstree, was it? In the UK. And it was how they made everything. And all the stuff that was in there was sort of cobbled together from bits of shit they found in shops. It's amazing how they made stuff. Well, we need this. What does it look like? I don't know. Just says make this. All right, let's go to a charity shop and see what we can find. Nick that. Staple that together. Super glue that. Put some glitter on it. Put that on. There you go. We've created an entire world. Amazing. Again, we're not going to have this. We are not going to have this if everything's handed to you or you do it on AI. When the time comes where you have to be able to make things up, to fix things, to be able to cobble together something that can work, it's not going to be there. We could work things out, they couldn't. It was so hard to do creative writing for classes. I rarely do. I miss out on doing that though. Never good at suspending disbelief. Just went along with whatever scenarios friends came up with for stories. You never think of anything fictional. Blaming neurodivergence. I can imagine that's the reason, yeah. But You can do it, man. Everyone can do it. Just got to find yourself in the right place, haven't you? Now all of a sudden it flows. Ali Ali out, going to bed. No worries, bon nuit, mon chéri. No running in the morning. Tie your shoelaces. Your disbelief isn't suspended enough nowadays. After Monday, my suspension was willied. Ridiculous. Got to find things. Which is why I pretend to be a human being when I'm obviously AI. You've got to believe that Jeff exists. You've got to believe that bears can write haikus, you know what I mean? It's all part of it. We need more of it. Don't need to live a complete fantasy life, but you need to embrace some of it. Otherwise, we grow old before our times. There's no need for that, is there? I hate seeing people who seem to have given up on life. People who are either my age or younger, and you look at them and think, holy shit, man, you look old enough to be my mum and dad. Just fucking come on. Just enjoy a bit. Oh, hang on. Incoming. Oh, why do you do this? Why do you do this, Louise? See, I can't see a lemon squeezer there at all. That's not a lemon. That's not a lemon juicer. That's a fan. It's a fan coupling. Oh, you spoil sport. Oh my word. That is boss, that though, isn't it? They've put that together out of nothing. You've ruined it. You've ruined it. Bears do write haiku, they do. They do. Can play roles but need a logical seam and script. But, yeah, I reckon everyone can write. Genuinely think they can. But you've got to find yourself in that place where you can, I don't know. I know what I mean. See, everyone's got it within them, but you've got to find out where it comes from. And everyone's got it somewhere else. Off you go. Yeah, it's like a hypersonic extractor fan. See? See? Don't be spoiling it, Louise. Don't be, it's real. You're not real. You take it back. Disperse the smoke from the engine on takeoff. It does. But yeah, Jeff Tracy vacuums the fills. He looks the kind of tit who'd vacuum it every single week, Jeff. See, never ever trusted Jeff. Bastards, bastards. It is ingenious. It's fantastic. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Nowadays, if you want to make films or you want to make TV shows and you want the backdrop to look like something, within 10 minutes you can make the backdrop look like something. They couldn't. They had to actually design it, make it from scratch, and make it look like it's enough that we could believe. You got to buy into it. But I don't think back then we had to do much. It wasn't much of a leap to really buy into what they were doing, I don't think. Nowadays you probably look at it and think, wow, what's that? This is shit. But it isn't. It's boss. I want to watch it now. The first TARDIS wall design was a sheet of paper with holes punched in it. Did it look fantastic or not? That's all I'm saying. I know this is how stupid it is. I know from watching YouTube channels and from watching YouTube channels about having YouTube channels and how to live stream, the amount of things people do, which is no different to that, to make their backdrop and background look interesting. It's the same. People are still doing stuff like that. Coloured paper, maybe with holes not punched in it because coloured paper is expensive, but it's the same kind of stuff, just to make it look as interesting as things did in the 60s. Not everyone's using green screens, you know. I've got a shelving unit with shit on it, but Loads of people have got stuff like that in the background. Boss. If it worked in the 60s, it works now. Giggling at that one. Handcuff you, but what are the grounds for arrest? A nurse wouldn't do that. It's not clinically appropriate. But they do. We've all seen the films. Brown chicken, brown cow. Filth. Filth. You filthy beggars, you. Yeah, but do you know what, Mandy, for stuff like that, do you not think it's better? Do you not think there's more art in that, isn't there? I think. Someone creating something that actually looks as though it could be real. And if you go behind it and say, right, this is what it's made out of, that to me doesn't spoil anything. What shit, it's just paper with holes punched in. Yeah, but it looks boss. The same with the doors on the Starship Enterprise. Shh, shh. They're real, them, they're real. It's not just two fellas and they both go shh at the same time. Yeah, but it looks boss and it works. Willing a suspension of disbelief. I think it's fantastic. We need to bring more of that back, I think. Stop AI and everything. Stop making everything look perfect. Bit more Heath Robinson. If I had the room, I'd try and do something like that as well. Have my own little YouTube studio. Just try and make it work. I'd have one that looked like a proper pub. But it wouldn't be a proper pub, obviously. Unless I really did win the lotto. But, you know, just... what could you do to make it look... have optics behind me. Proper optics. But with coloured liquid in. Not actually whiskey, not brandy, not vodka. Coloured liquid. Could even be small ones. But quite close behind me. You know what I mean? That'd be great. I like that. The door sound was paper coming out of an envelope, if you remember correctly. Was it? That makes... I can hear that now, actually. That does. Yeah. Isn't that mad? I think I've seen another thing about Foley artists. The people that do the sounds on films and what have you. Some of the things they've used in the past. That can't possibly sound anything like this. Then they show you them doing it. Shit, man. That sounds exactly like this. Tribbles. Man, you could make a fortune on Star Trek memorabilia. You could. You could make Bear Wedge, fam. Bear Wedge. A lot of neurodivergent women and girls do a lot of social mimicry. You more directly take social behaviours and language use from TV or book characters to use as a scaffold for socialising. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Easier to do, isn't it? Such an interesting sort of aspect of things, that. I know we've got that argument all the time, normally from people who are my age or older. Don't know where they're all coming from. Wasn't like that in my day. Fucking was like that in your day. But you never said they were neurodivergent, you said they were fucking mental, and you never treated them right. You let them struggle day after day after day. No, it wasn't like that. It was like that. My mum and dad know someone from Garston. Adji, I think his name was Adji. And it was, everyone get your books out, like your maths book, everyone get your books out, page 23, Adji, get your colouring books and crayons out. What kind of education is that? Whereas if they knew that he had some kind of learning problem, attention deficit or something, they could work with him. Just, no, let him fail. Social scaffolding's a great concept, it really is. Tribble animation or knitted. Hairy wool is a nightmare to knit with. It's even more of a nightmare to wear, as Billy Connolly said. Jaggedy arse wool. More literal interpretation of most things. Fun fair offcuts. Hang on. Louise, are we talking like, what was it, Barbarella? They were fun fair offcuts. Or was it Raquel Welch? Hard to improvise. It must be horrible, man. Stop motion, there you go, man. Knit the hairy wool, tribble, then animate it. You can do these things. You've got the skills. You've got the S-kills to pay the B-ills. You could be the next Aardman animation, couldn't you? You could. Welsh Aardman animation. Wachless and grommet. You're all out of hairy wool. You're in Wales. There's hairy wool everywhere. Or just go to Birkenhead. There's hairy wools absolutely everywhere. Ketwigs, John Heads. Hairy wools everywhere, lad. Reads like a role play script. Does a wee bit, doesn't it? Filth. Much easier to VN. You have to explain to people what VN is, by the way. This means nothing to me. Oh, VN, eh? Yeah, VN is an editing software app. Should have added that. Well, with the Birkenhead slander. The Birkenhead slander sounds like a really good name for a book. Like the Ipcrest file. The Birkenhead slander. Speaking as a hairy wool, only your legs. Short and hairy. Wasn't he a boxer? That was Shane Airy. Close. Oh, man. And you may be from the land of wolves, but you are no wool. I have decided. You act not as a wool. Not even close. Wool is a state of mind. You don't have that. The Birkenhead drill, women and children first, of course, yes. The Birkenhead slander, hey lad. I'd watch both those bands, by the way. The Birkenhead drill and the Birkenhead slander. They sound great. Couple of opposing jazz trios. Not been getting on for years. There's a film in there. You act not as a wool. 'Tis but you climbing upon my social scaffolding. Yeah. It's a state of mind being a wool. You don't have that. Also, you're very clean. Very clean. You come across not as wool, but as erudite. As thoughtful. Well versed. This is before you turn up with your lilac kecks next time and your jumper, your yellow jumper over your shoulders. Over your Oxford shirt. Espadrilles, no socks. I'm expecting that next time round. The Birkenhead slander have a shackish, Lars-esque, jangly pop thing. I reckon he could, you know. "12-string Rickenbacker electric." I'd listen to that. Isn't that some kind of glue? What, the Birkenhead slander? Stuck on glue. Could be. That reminds me, actually, the jangly pop thing. I've got to try and make some more musicage, or go through the stuff that I have made and put it into a better order I've got it all saved on my phone at the moment. Lots of it is saved as the untitled, so I don't know what it is. And it's not all in music styles either. It should be in their own little bits, so I can use them easier when I'm making videos. There are some walls in the Lower East side, putting Arsenal badges on the phones and flashing them to the way end. Oh man, yeah, bring back social scouts, just be sound education. You should be able to, if you see anyone doing that, holding the phone up with a badge of the opposition to the people who are sat next to them, you should be able to chin them and not get kicked out. Such horrific wall behaviour. More Mank Man, we could do. A400M Atlas droning right overhead, and high overhead right. I can't even speak, I can't read, I can't speak. We need more Mank Man. Araldite, right, not erudite. Araldite, could be. Just a gong glue. The untitled early thousands enemy cover disappeared into obscurity. Quite a few did. A lot of landfill indie disappeared, didn't he? I don't know if Suno can do Mankman as well as Udio did. It's just a fantastic app for making music. I know it's AI, which is just, it's not boss, is it? But it made some good stuff. Suno can't. Suno does too much Americana. Loads of country. You can put into it, I want 70s UK punk, and it'll come up with some kind of fucking country rock song. It's not what I asked for. Landfill indie. Some landfill indie or stuff that gets sort of tarred with that brush, I think is fantastic. Some really good stuff. But because someone didn't like it originally, oh, it's just landfill. No, it isn't. Some really good gear. Catherine Wheel got that, and who else? Electric Soft Parade and stuff like that. Man, these are brilliant. Brilliant bands. Oh, I didn't like them. Well, you fuck off and you don't like them, I will. Telescopes. Bosh bam, man. Sam, have we badly derailed the hard work in the cooler weather? We need to know this. Are we to blame? Are we to blame for your bush being overgrown? Sorry, Frankie has been out for a while. Why is the Dukey knackered? I don't get this. Oh, everything's got to be causing me kerfuffles, haven't it? It's terrible behaviour. Why? Why are they doing this to me? You finished up in time for you to hang out with us. Oh, we love that. We love that. That's what we need. More of that. Louise, you mentioned pharmacy work recently and got you thinking about past jobs. You worked in a shoe recycling facility. It was soul destroying.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. Terrible behaviour. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Not right, is it? Left. Makes you sick, doesn't it? Sticking your fingers down your throat. Oh, no. I know, it's disgraceful. Let yourself down, you let your family down, you let the whole school down. Another cool overcast day tomorrow, some more work. A little bit each day to not get overwhelmed. It's the best way to do it, man. Best way. Electric Soft Parade, Piers of British Sea Power. Empty at the end, great tune. The problem, you reckon, is the production. Have a listen soon. I love all their stuff. Electric Soft Parade. I think a lot of it was a little bit too left field for some of the fanatics at the time. Right, it's not Oasis, is it? No, it's not. That's the whole point. It's not Oasis. That is the key, Sid, Little and Often. Sorry, Sam, Little and Often. Did you mention Sid Little? Yeah, they did an album, Electric Soft Parade, called The American Adventure, which I absolutely love. And it reminds me of Ian Banks, the novelist. I was listening to that album while I was reading a couple of his books. The cover of the album is white with black drawing on it. The colour of the books Ian Banks put out were all black and white or white and black. So it just all fit together, and the vibe, the stuff that he writes about, he's very, or was very indie music minded. So it went together really well for me. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I have 2 tomatoes that are just about ripe enough. We'll pick those tomorrow. Ooh, fresh off the vine. Just what we like. But yeah, they'll be moist, won't they? But they'll be very, very moist. Very, very moist. And they'll taste like actual tomatoes rather than just water. I found that when my granddad used to have an allotment, everything that came off there was just proper, tasted like things. The tomatoes were tomatoey. Green beans or whatever it was, runner beans, just picked and ate there and then with boss. Oh, and the pears. Oh, lovely pears. Very, very moist. About 3 months from tomatoes. Is that a Gene Pitney song? A really shit B-side? She was only 3 months away from tomatoes. The phrase little and often always makes you think of Guinness. Why is that? Was that an advert for Guinness, was it? Little and often. The drink Guinness or Sir Alec? These are the early girl ones, never happy with ones ready late June or July. Too hot and dry. Perfect time to eat tomatoes though, isn't it? You had a Guinness Zero on Sunday. You've lost the taste for it, whether it was because it was zero or not, you don't know. They're not bad, Guinness Zero as well. Whereas you like tomatoes, but you don't like how the plants smell. So it's better off just leaving them and buy them in the supermarket instead. They are lovely though, aren't they? And there's so many different types. But you've got to be careful with them. They're very acidic, aren't they? So they can cause you joint pain. But I do like them. Might have that tomorrow actually, now that I've mentioned it. Little cherry tomatoes, halved. Mozzarella pearls. Rocket. Loads of salad. It's the port, little and often for a soft, creamy head. Filt. Not sure you've seen that variety. It's been nice to have some coming early. The plants do have a distinct, strong scent, but you love it. Just like you enjoy soap-tasting coriander. Wash your mouth out with coriander. The smell is part of the wonder. You're not supposed to eat them. I thought not. Because it's really acidic, isn't it? The tomato. There's something. What is it? Oh, I can't think. But you know what I mean. There's an acid in it, which is not good. It's not good. Plant the seeds. Plant the seeds. Go on. Yeah, I can imagine it's not good for you, Louise. But you can't help yourself. I just can't quit you. You're like a nice Tommy in your mouth, a nice big Tom in your mouth, eh? A nice big Tom in your mouth, eh? Eh? Bloody filth, bloody filth. Utterfield. Our Ali's gone. Why am I saying Utterfield? Utter filth. Right, it's pissing me off that now. As much as I love Radiohead, it's pissing me off. Ali's gone as well. coming around here causing kerfuffles. They are nice though. I mean, just the smell of plants, no matter what they are. Some plants smell nicer than others, but it's all fresh, isn't it? I love the smell of fresh stuff. It's very fresh. Fresh with a capital PH. Very fresh. Hang on. Is that getting a bit more mindy out there now? Is that what's happening now? Sure, is that getting away a bit more mindy out there now? Your coriander already bolted. Did it head for the hills? Oh man, I'm starting to feel hungry. Oh, and by the way, the twizzly moustache, I don't think I can make one, but I will try. Moustache wax and a week home. I'm gonna try. See if I can make something. I'm not very hirsute though. I just think I look like a tramp, to be honest with you. Not supposed to be anything red, orange or dark green. No traffic lights for you. What are you supposed to eat then if there's nothing red, orange or dark green? There's nothing else left, is there? Blueberries. Ice cream. Go ahead. Loads of ice cream now. Keep meaning to grow culantro instead. Similar taste and native to Mexico. Ooh. Give it a go, man. Give it a go. Give it a test. See what it's like. So sweet corn. Oh, man. So it's yellow, not orange. You're alright with yellow? Sweet corn and bananas. Mashed potatoes. That would be a fucker of a diet, that, wouldn't it? Holy shite. Or do you just eat what you feel like, when you feel like, and then put it with the pain? Doesn't bolt in the heat like coriander. I would think not if it's grown in Mexico, which is hotter than the surface of the sun, isn't it? Being just north of Ecuador. Meanwhile, here, potatoes, nothing else. No nightshade, no potatoes. No likey, no lighty. That food's an issue, isn't it? Food's an issue for everyone. I'm convinced. Everyone's got issues with food. I went through that stage of not wanting to eat at all. Not enjoying it. Couldn't find anything I liked the taste of. I don't know if it was a mental thing or it was just trying to get through what I was going through at the time, post-stroke wise. But I managed to get through it to the point where I've now got stuff that I actually enjoy eating. But I'm not like some people. I've mentioned this before, haven't I? I know people, I've got family who sit around eating, and while they're eating are discussing what the next 2 or 3 meals are going to be like. Just eat this first. Or like me ma on a Saturday, we're going to the chippy on a Saturday, so on a Friday, going to chippy tomorrow, what do you want? I don't fucking know. I can't think of food right now. I can't think of tomorrow's food right now. I'll think about it tomorrow, I'll let you know. Alright, I'm only asking. Fuck off. You're craving a ruby. I wouldn't mind a ruby myself. Curry is lovely. Oh, it is. Especially one that's hot enough that makes you piss steam. Have you tried growing peppers, Sam? Try to do a tiny but tasty. Tasty, very, very tasty, very tasty. You're a meal prepper and planner. You'll have to be though, won't you? Seems though you've got to go hunting around Birkenhead for food. Need fresh fruit and veg. Oh, we'll take the ferry over to Liverpool for that. We don't do it over here. I'm only joking. I can't though. I can't think ahead at stuff like that. because I don't know what I want now. How can I think what I want in 2 days' time? It doesn't work. Unless it's something like, I don't know, mention the chippy, like the chippy's closed on Thursday, it's reopened on Friday. Okay, sound, we'll go on Friday. I know what I'm having Friday, having something from there. That I can do, but beyond that, struggle. I can't think, some people do it in a week in advance, don't they? This is what we're going to have all week. I'd love to be able to do that, so I knew what to expect, and so I could go and shop cheaper, but I just can't. I can wake up one day and think, right, I want something really spicy, and then by the time it comes to like 7 or 8 o'clock at night when I'm going to Tesco, now I want a lasagna instead. I can't be arsed with something spicy. Grew too many banana peppers once to have some in the freezer. Ooh. Peppers are fantastic, full of vitamin C, aren't they? You were in big fat Tesco at 8 a.m. Love us, your list, wandering the aisles. I do like a quiet Tesco. I'm pissed off they don't keep open 24/7. Used to be great, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Just wandering in there. Quiet. Chilled. Get what you need. Wander back out. The sound of occasionally someone laughing in the car park. Just over there somewhere. That's it. The smell of a diesel. Marvellous. Hubby likes hot peppers more than you're a bell pepper girl. Bell peppers are really good for you, aren't they? I remember reading that. Very, very healthy. If you can have them as snacks rather than eating chocolate and stuff like that, they're really good. I had a mate who went to a stage where he couldn't be, well, he was sick of eating sweets and feeling ill and what have you. Not good for you. Rather than getting a snack of crisps or chocolate, he'd have sliced up bell peppers. And then just, oh, it's brilliant. Crunchy, just sit there chewing away at them. Really tasty, really nice. They had the arousal hour at 9 o'clock. Oh yeah, of course. No music, lights down. Till beeps quieter. The peaceful hour was a Kev Seed. You're a bell pepper lad. That does sound very much like a Scouse slag off, doesn't it? Oh, you are an absolute bell pepper, you lad. You're very much a crunchy food person. Crunchy is nice. Need a bit of crunch. Makes you feel alive, doesn't it? Crunchy or snap, crackle and poppy. You need something. Kev Seed was a bell pepper. He was when he was young. Absolute bell pepper, lad. Kev Seed was yeah. He rarely sprouted though, didn't he? Lad. I always put lad in front of everything as well. Lad. Oh man. That's a good mouthful of tea, that. I will have to make another one though. That won't see me through the night. It won't help me make it through the night. I feel a song coming on. Yeah, we're absolutely 100% right. Absolute before anything makes it sound like a proper put down, a proper slagging, doesn't it? Lad, you are an absolute bell pepper. Don't think that works for anywhere else. Just the UK. Oh, well, yeah. Might work in Ireland as well, to be fair. Will it work in the Netherlands? Total? Oh, I don't know. With a little bit of luck, it'll make it through the night. Where's Jess? And where's Ali with the rinsing sound? I don't know. Where is she? Jess, where are you? I'm in the entry. No. I think I might have annoyed her earlier on. Balls through. Anyway, I might probably finish this because she might be arriving at some point. Possibly. Oh no. What am I doing? Fuck's sake. Right, just make sure we're still working now from everywhere. This looks like the place. Patch me into the mainframe. Now. We are still working. We are still working. We are still working. Happy reading and knitting. Happy reading and knitting. Been a blast. Going to find a penguin to lick. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Filth. Utter filth. Utter filth. Right, anyway, dancing shoes on, you know what time it is. When the screen is clean, you know what that means. Dancing shoes, come on, come on.
Another great night here at the Ferris Paws. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat, told the odd joke. Now get in our hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.